So how do you actually go about finding these staff members, and what are some like really good ways? Because you said you don't really go so much for VAs, so you're hiring real English people. And is it harder to hire because of the type of industry, like the adult industry?
Yeah, so this is another problem. I'd say one of the biggest things is that you can't hire people with experience, because there's not like on LinkedIn or Indeed or all these websites like, ex-OFM agency marketer. Like, there's no, that's probably the biggest downside. Like, me and my friends talk about it all day. It's like, we could all scale to like $1 million a month if we had some genius that has done this before, that is looking for a job. Like with any real business, you hire elites at any field, like whether it's a sales manager, marketing, like CMO, etc. That's the only downside of hiring. With VAs, is actually, we work with a lot of VAs. So with Philippines, all our chatting teams are usually Philippines, and the chat managers, essentially the chatting process, like this is all, the OF is split into recruitment, marketing and chatting. The chatting side of everything is the biggest money generator. So that's 90% of the revenue in your agency, the chatting. So a lot of people have bad success or results with Filipinos and blame it on them. They're like, English is bad, internet's bad, blah, 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 blah. But realistically, it's their skill issue, it's their management issue, it's their hiring issue. Like, a lot of guys have been scammed by chatters and all these bad stuff that can happen. But if you have the processes with hiring, SOPs, with interviewing, with like KYC, everything on point, and know how to build a team. So not just you overlooking the chats every day, building your best chatters into managers, how they can train the chatters, overlook the chats, because you do need them monitored essentially 24/7. You need some, especially with most employees, if they've had a job, like some of my chatters have been working for me for 2 years now. If you're in a job for 2 years, you're going to get lazy to some degree. You're going to get complacent, and if someone's not there to overlook you, to say don't be lazy, and not just you as a boss just being mean to your employees, if you have a manager in place that can do that for you, then you can focus on the higher ROI things like scaling, like more models, like more strategies. Then you just need to build the system. So the chatting side is pretty much all Filipinos. Some guys like to do it with UK based, but my take on that is, yes, it's possible, but to get, let's say, because it's 24 hours, so 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours, essentially, to get a UK person to work 8 hours, like the Philippines work 7 days a week, they take me a few days off a year, they're making 5, even 7 times their average salaries. They're so grateful, they want to work as much as they can. With UK, you need to do holidays, weekends off, like, that's why the chatting makes sense for Filipinos, but for the marketing, don't even bother. Like, you need a proper team that can think and be creative, which is the downside of the VA side of things.